Hey guys, it's me, Little Sunshine, coming with you for another tarot reading. We're kind of jumping into the spring months here. We got a whole lot of sunshine blazing in through the windows. I can feel spring just slowly creeping in. We're gonna change our time soon, and I love this time of year. I'm a spring baby, so I love it, and I relish the opportunity to speak of spring and sunshine. So after a nice cold, hopefully hibernate-y kind of winter, we're gonna bring back the simplicity of spring. Is kind of what I've been labeling it as we're getting back to a more simple time, like enjoying the simple things in life, a child's laughter, a rose petal, that sort of thing, that we're just appreciating what we have and the beauty around us. So without further ado, guys, we're going to jump in, and I got a new deck for the springtime, so we're going to be reading from the Whimsical Tarot. So this was kind of a fun one. It really spoke to me in my local crystal shop, Boston Tea Room over there, and I was drawn to this. I thought spring, we're getting simple. The cards are kind of like written more like childlike imagination and wonder, and it's amazing. So you'll see with the cards, guys, that it's time to not take it so serious and just be simple. So we're going to come with you today for some simple messages from the Whimsical deck, and we're going to start off. My dad just stopped in and brought me not only money, I work for him, but he brought me some chocolate covered potato chips, so I recommend them. Salty and chocolatey, good for your brain. Not for your love handles. So guys, we are going to read from Whimsical. We're going to start with Libra in honor of my father. So Libras, we're focusing on a message for you for the springtime months ahead. If it's March, if it's April, whenever you're watching this, this is the message for you. This card wanted to jump right up. Well, look at him. We have the Nine of Rods, which I haven't heard it called rod before, but I'm used to it being wands, which is kind of we'll call it the substitute. So we have the Nine of Rods, and just kind of looking here, we see this lazy, take a nap by your haystack kind of mentality, Libras. So, we go through life and we work super hard, and are we being like this little guy down here and taking our nap and not judging ourselves when we do? Because I used to be one that I always felt like I had to be doing something. Are you one that's like that? Are you like not comfortable being slow? Like, can you just embrace the downtime? I remember, I'll just share some stories with you for this card too, that I used to be so uncomfortable with being like alone with myself. Like the thought of meditation kind of, put me off. I just had to constantly be going. Like I remember, like, even the idea of like somebody finding out that like I was taking a nap or something, like it embarrassed me. And it's like, no guys, you have to let these naps be part of who you are, and it is okay. Like, you're allowed to take naps. You don't always have to be working. You don't always have to be on the go. I think of spring as kind of being this energy that is more playful, and we want to be out and active, but also it's just this, like, what's better than a nice springtime nap too? Like, refresh yourself, revise, and determine what you have to do next, but make sure you are taking that rejuvenation time. Otherwise you're gonna wear yourself down, and then you're not productive. You're not productive to yourself, to where you're working, or in your immediate relationships. So guys, I give you permission, give yourself permission to just take it easy, take it slow, take it simple. It's kind of an underlying message that I've been getting for these springtime months ahead, is simplicity, enjoy those simple things. Like I said in the intro, if you skipped it, I don't blame you. I sometimes skip little intros too and just jump right in. But you want to, take time to also just be responsible. So we can also look at the card as like, okay, we took our nap, now let's, jump in with a refreshed attitude and do what we gotta do. So I think you'll find, guys, Libras often do, finding that emotional, personal balance between things, finding that work balance, home balance, any balance that you can find in your life is going to be very beneficial to you. So yeah, Libras, go off, have your nap. Don't forget to rejuvenate, because if you're off balance in that, it can throw the whole rest of you out of alignment. So that's kind of your card. Go take a nap. All right, moving on, guys. We're gonna jump into Aquarius. We'll go with Aquarius next. All right, Aquariuses. So we're focusing on a message for your springtime ahead, for your March or April. If you're coming in with a specific question, we're gonna find an answer for it. So this card right here. All right, who do we got? The Hierophant. I like a silent H with that. Look what a beautiful card this is. So very, not springtimey, it's more fall looking here, but the Hierophant with the squirrel, we're feeling, kind of glad to be alive. The Hierophant, if I do recall, is more, kind of this religious undertone to it, which I always like to have kind of like a spiritual side, kind of with all of the cards, what's our spiritual side talking to us. So I'll go back. Okay. So with the Hierophant, I think more of, this is a person who shouldn't be caring what other people think. Like, they're kind of alone in the woods. They're with their little squirrel friends, so maybe you're being requested to go to nature right now, Aquarius. But for sure, you need to get past the judgment of others. So we go through life, and everybody's got an opinion. I love the old expression one of my managers used to say at my first job. Everybody's got an opinion, just like everybody's got a asshole. So it's true. Like, everybody's gonna have their thought about you, and you're gonna have to rise above that this month or springtime ahead, months ahead. You're gonna put those judgments aside of what first of all, what you think other people think and what people do think. So there's all these different levels. So even sometimes what you think people are gonna think isn't actually what they're thinking. So cast that one aside, and then what people actually think of you, if they have said harsh words and think some criticizing thoughts about you, oh well, let's move on, and we're gonna be our great self no matter what. We're the Hierophant. So go forward, guys, in your months ahead with just the embrace of, I'm going to shine my highest self, because on, again, those layers, we have what people think, what we think of ourselves. On this bigger, grander scale of things, there's what we truly are. And if you haven't awoken to it yet, you are magnificent, wonderful beings of light out there, and we're here in these fleshy skin bodies, here to express a message and to light up the world. So don't care what other people think. Get out there and shine your message as bright as you can. All right, Hierophant, happy Aquarius month ahead of you. I'll let you gander at the card. It is the 5th card in the suit. Sometimes I like getting numbers too, so maybe the number 5 will be important to you in the month ahead, maybe even May being the 5th month. But if you did have a specific question, it's, you know, choose the most optimistic, this person, I mean, just how the rays of light are shining down. You want to choose, you know, the solution that makes you feel the best. So if something, you ask yourself the question and you answer no to it, does that feel super heavy to you? Or do you answer yes to it and does that feel heavy to you? Whichever one feels the lightest is the way to go. Okay, we're gonna finish up, guys, with Geminis. So Geminis, I almost forgot who I needed to finish up with because I usually start with you. So we worked backwards today because my dad stepped in and he's a Libra. My mother-in-law is a Gemini, so I love you Geminis very much out there. Okay, let's go ahead. If you skip the intro, this is the deck we're reading from, the Whimsical World of Wonder. Well, we're reading from the Whimsical Tarot card. So, Geminis, we're going to get a fun, loving message for your springtime ahead. And, yeah, I'm feeling right there. Oh no! No, it's nothing bad, but here we do have the 10 of Rods, which this rod thing, it was kind of confusing me. I'm like, where's my wands? But in this deck, they do call them rods. And we have, you know, this kind of girl kind of crying by the river, a bird flying away. I always feel symbolic of kind of like a loss. Like I remember my dad telling me when I was little that like every time he saw a dove, he thought of his mom who had passed away, and you know, he sees doves at really specific moments too, and it's like this reminder of like that, you know, they're there with you. So if this is a loved one who has passed, you know, it's definitely a sign that they're here, they're with you still, and they're comforting you, they're by your side. You're never alone. They are so much happier in their non-physical state. If there was any, you know, illness or sickness at the end, it's vanished now. It has flown away like this river that I'm just realizing I think your hanky has fallen into the river. Okay, so the 10 of Rods, guys, is also related to burdens. So not just like a loss of a loved one necessarily, but it's like when burdens can get so much to handle that you're ready just to like fall down and cry. So if you're at that point where you are just feeling like it's all too much, it's weighing on your shoulders, reach out, because I can't tell you enough. When I ask the universe now, and just in my, you know, kind of what I've come to know, it's like I ask the question, like, please show me the light to this answer. Do it all the time, even just with like the littlest things. Show me my keys, where's my phone, and boof, boof. It's like almost these instant manifestations to questions I ask now. But ask the questions so then, you know, relieve these burdens from me. You know, show me the answer to this situation with the most ease. And I say that with ease now because I've definitely you know, you come to find out when you ask, like, please give me this, like, I end up getting that thing, but it's through a very brutal path. Like, I'm happy where I am today, but it was definitely along a rough path. So, we've all had enough rough paths, and we don't need any more roughness. We don't need to break down at the lake and cry, unless that's what we need. Do that releasal and ask the question, ask your guides, like this bird was showing in here. This could even be symbolic as one of your guides is with you, you know, you're down here and there's this bird hovering over you. Ask that guide, please help me with this. Talk to your angels and your higher self, whoever you feel most comfortable with, if it's Jesus, if it's saying God, if those words kind of, you know, scare you, just pray to a higher power. Please help me. But it all starts with that help, and it's not until you actually ask that question that it does come. And if you can share that with somebody too, maybe you're not there yet, maybe you don't want to share it, but once you do, I find it totally domino effects into leading you to the right people. Like if it's, you know, like you're having money troubles and you mention it to somebody, and first of all, it's just good to have that clearing, and then maybe that person ends up helping you somehow, or whatever the issue is that you're having, some sort of help comes to you just by announcing it. Just if it's not even just you've said it and you've put it out there to the universe, I tell you, like, talk therapy is one of the best things you can ever do for yourself. So don't feel burdened with life. We're all here to create joy, going into springtime with as much joy as you can. Let's leave the past in the past and let it wash down that river. So Geminis, that's kind of your message for the spring-ding-ding-ding-ding months ahead. It's not that I'm leaving you, I kind of just wanted to do a spring edition. This can also be your March. I usually post them in, it's about mid-March right now, or April. So guys, I'll be back with you again next month. Please leave comments too if you're you want an extra pull, you're feeling another card you need, just message me. If you've been watching for a while, let me know how the cards have they been working in your life. I love messages. People email me or message me all the time. And I love it. I love hearing from you guys. So with so much love and ease and joy and simplicity, spring ahead, and I'll see you next time, guys. Love you.